Now, before I get this podcast started, I just want to say that I have a great deal of compassion for the Rusek still. I love Frankie Jr. I've got compassion for him. I love the guy. And people have taken issue with some of the things that he said lately. Look, Frankie's not perfect, and he's been through one of the toughest tragedies that you can ever imagine. And so sometimes he'll say things out of anger, out of frustration, stress, and bitterness. And you can't blame him. You know, he's had to go through what he's had to go through, but also the aftermath of all of that. And I've defended him, and some people have said, don't defend him. He's a grown man. Yes, he's a grown man, but I will defend him because he was nothing but wonderful to me until I became, associated with a certain individual. This is a message that I have from him, or a comment that I have from him, that I withheld because I didn't want drama, and I didn't want to publish it because it wasn't very nice. And people say that, he was never controlling with me, and never told me what I should put on my channel or whatever until I became associated with a certain individual. But I don't hold this against Frankie, and I still love the guy, still have compassion for him. Like I said, he's upset with me because I'm speaking out. He's upset with me because of my association with a certain somebody that I'm no longer associated with. But, I don't hold everything he says I don't take issue with everything he says because I know that he's hurting. So this message contains stuff like, stop giving this guy the attention he wants. I don't want my name anywhere near that. And I've blocked the word. He's speaking of his displeasure, him not wanting me to give somebody attention. He was never, ever like this. He was always sweet to me up until, like I said, I became associated with a certain individual. But just try to remember that Frankie has been through a lot. I'm not making unnecessary excuses for him. I will call him out if he's done something wrong. But I try to defend him when I can, because I know what he's been through. Now let's get to the point. I told you that there's going to be no court case, that the R's are not going to be able to bring AD to court, that it won't happen. I've also told you that Clair Morgan is not who she was represented as, not who she claimed. She's not a lawyer. And I'm right. I'm sitting here telling you that I'm absolutely correct about both those things, because the statute of limitations for libel defamation cases in the UK lasts 1 year. 1 year from the date of the alleged defamation. So the R's have run out of time, and Claire is not who she represented herself as. Now, I've had a lot of backlash from both sides because I'm not extreme enough. I'm not completely a shiner, and I'm not on the Watts side of the fence. So my opinion is never extreme enough for some people. I tell the truth. And the truth is hard to swallow. And you're going to find out as time goes on that I'm exactly right about this. I've been told that I'm just a pretty face. I've been told that I'm just knockers and legs. I've been told that I don't have a brain, that I'm not intelligent, that I'm just all about my looks. I've been told that I'm a traitor, turncoat, fame hungry, money hungry. I've been called names like Shanann with a tan, and other very unpleasant things. And I can tell you that I've gotten more answers out of BAM in less than a week than I got out of Helen Schaffer in 10 months. Now, I've said this to BAM. I've been honest with her. She might not be my cup of tea every day of the week. But one thing I do respect about BAM is that she tells it like it is. This is just an example of, some of the not so nice things that have come my way. This was written by Helen. And I'll read the bottom part first. Her first priority, she is saying, referring to me, seems to be validation of her physical attractiveness. I'm not going to say the word that she used, but you can see it for yourself. I too have had Simcasts visit my channel with questions about AD and the fund. No amount of explaining situations sinks in, as it's not what she wants to hear. The truth of the matter is that what I've been saying about Claire, about the fund stalling, and about the fact that there's not going to be a court case are all true, Helen. And I've got nothing against you, Helen. I totally understand your compassion for the family, and I've got no problem with that. But as time goes on, Helen, you're going to find out that what I've been saying about the court case not happening has been true all along. And I told that to one of my friends as well, who I'm no longer friends with. It's an ex-friend. I told her that as time goes on, she's going to find out that what I say on this channel is going to turn out to be right. I have absolutely no problem with having egg on my face and being wrong. I don't think I'm going to be wrong about this. Martin, you're a funny guy. You claim that AD has been served legal documents about the upcoming trial. A trial that I believe is never going to happen. And you'll see that it won't happen because the weeks and months will pass and nothing will happen. Martin's proof that AD has been served legal documents is the fact that AD has written the word counterclaim. Yeah, don't buy it, Martin. I think it's absolute, total and utter nonsense. It's not proof of anything. AD's literacy, I've heard that he's dyslexic. He's not the best at, let's put it this way, constructing sentences in the first place. And the fact that he has used the word counterclaim means nothing. AD has been talking about this for quite a while. There is absolutely no proof that he's been served legal documents. And like I said, Martin, I don't believe there's going to be an upcoming trial. I think that you're wrong. And I think you're always wrong, Martin. I think most of the things that you say never come to fruition. Some people shrug their shoulders and say, so what does it matter if Claire was dishonest? Well, it matters to the amount of people that helped the Rusex put time and effort into doing live streams, donating, speaking out about AD. It matters to them. Because if people are helping you bankroll your ability to hire lawyers and attorneys, they deserve some level of transparency. They don't deserve to be lied to. So, yes, it does matter. If you're taking someone to court because they've spread lies or misinformation, well, then you need to have people in your corner that are honest, and you have to be honest yourself. Otherwise, it's hypocrisy. So for all the people who say that it doesn't matter that Claire was dishonest, I think you're wrong. I think it absolutely matters if you're asking the public to help you raise funds. It is absolutely important that you are honest with those people who are helping you. That is the least you should be. And I think the fact that not only was Claire dishonest, but the fact that she disappeared and left everyone high and dry, that rubs me the wrong way even more. That rubs me the wrong way because there's a lot of people who tell me that they've cried. They cried. They were so looking forward to, everything happening. That, Claire kept saying, give money. Claire kept saying, he's going to be gone soon. And for all the strikes to fall off and then for her to disappear and not give any kind of explanation, that rubs people the wrong way. And that's why the Crowd Justice Fund has stalled. But I will say this about the Crowd Justice Fund. There are some people who have given money into, paid money into the Crowd Justice Fund, but it's not touching it. £50, £75 is a generous donation, but it's not it's not getting it anywhere near the stretch target. My advice would be to Frankie, he has 40,000 subscribers on his channel. If every one of those subscribers was to pay a very small amount, it would get to 75 grand. But I understand his dilemma, because if he asks for money, he's accused of being money grabbing and many other things. So I understand, he can't do anything right. But, if you're running a fund, you need to communicate with people. Not once a year, not twice a year. You need to be communicating with them on a regular basis. Tell them what's going on. Be as transparent as possible, because people are actually trying to help you. They're not against you. Like I said, if you have 40,000 subscribers, it's at 36. If everyone wants to pay $1, every one of your subscribers was to pay $1. I mean, I'm terrible with math, but you'd get it to 75 grand. I still don't think that there would be a court case, even if it got to 75 grand. I think it's going to cost more than 75 grand. And I just don't see a case happening. Like I said, the statute of limitations has run out. I think that a lot of things have transpired that have rubbed people the wrong way, and people don't trust. I feel like this case has been very stagnant. So I don't believe that there's going to be a case. But, I am always willing to be proved wrong, but I don't think I'm going to be proved wrong.